I'm going to change out this Firebowl right quick. This is from US Firebowls. All it is it's just basically a furnace igniter built into a box. You can make this from a standard furnace, but the only problem is that if you do that, it's not going to be, or it's going to be exposed to the elements. So that's why I'm not trying to do that myself. So I'm just going to change this out right quick. Change this box out. This is the gas inlet here. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys are looking to purchase one of these. But these are automated. You can connect them to your you can connect them to Bluetooth or to your Wi-Fi to control them with your phone if you have an automated pool control system. That's how I have mine connected. It's directly to the Hayward OmniLogic. But I'm going to change out this assembly because it's not working properly. So it's like your standard furnace. Yeah, I'm using Wagos out here. I don't care. We get a little bit of rain in the wintertime, but for the most part it's dry out here. You don't have anything to worry about. Now if you're living, somewhere where there's a lot of snow and rain, stuff like that, then I'd be concerned about it. But I don't worry about that. And I've made these before with furnace control boards, but they're in a little better area, hidden from the weather. So I was just gonna take this and get rid of it. Doing some troubleshooting. So I think I've got to get this out of here, right? I'm gonna put in the new assembly from US Firebowls. Alright, it's pretty standard. You got your outlet, your gas inlet. This is the power coming from my OmniLogic controller. You just plug it in like so, and you plug in your gas line. So let's get the inlet hooked up. These units are not cheap, and the reason why they're not cheap is because it's something that creates fire, but I just still can't understand the price point. But when I spoke to the guy, I spoke to him several times over the phone, and he told me the reason why it's so expensive is because of the license he has to have to make these things. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know why it would cost that much. It's almost the same price as a standard furnace for a house. But anyway, these are pretty cut and dry. I'm just gonna hook this up and test it out, and then I'll mount it down in here a little better. Tuck it away. It's pretty basic. Get your supply line for your burner. Okay. Here's the burner assembly with your pilot and your flame sensor. So we're just going to take this. I'm going to hook this up first. Set this off to the side. These are powder coated, so you buy the bowls separate, and then you get the ignition kit. You can get these manually too, to manually light them if you want to just have them lit up manually. But I like being able to control it. Turn it on, turn it off remotely. It's just more convenient. So that's what I'm going to do here. Get this hooked up. Like I said, this is from US Firebowls. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested in these things for your pool. If you're building a pool, man, I highly recommend it. It's really nice at night. Lighting up your backyard with fireballs and stuff. It's pretty cool. So, I installed these because I built most of my pool on my own, so I was able to save a lot of money, and was able to, you know, add some more upgrades. Since I did a lot of stuff myself, I was able to take some of that money and put it into different upgrades with my pool controller. And let's see here, I think this is gonna go. Oh wow, this isn't actually. I think it comes into the top. To the top. That's why. But go around like this. Take your just basic HVAC plumbing. Careful not to bend this too much. Yeah, so in order to sell this stuff, you gotta get a license from the government, apparently, to sell anything that makes flame. So that's why these things are kind of pricey. This is actually the wrong size for this bowl. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna screw that in place with a self-tapper when I'm done. It doesn't actually fit properly, so it's all right. Make it work, right? Make it work. So I'm gonna take this out, move this out the way. Like I said, I'm just testing this out right now anyway. So take this, plug it into the box. This is gonna come up into our pilot. Right. And our pilot assembly is going to plug in down here, hook up our power. There's a flat side on that. It's only go one way. Plug that in. All right. And we'll get this in here. Like that. Pilot lights, senses the signal, sends it down to the box saying, yeah, we're good. Then it opens the gas valve and then the fire lights. Pretty basic stuff. Tighten that down. See if this thing lights up or it blows up in my face. Okay. Let's go check this out. I'm gonna go turn the gas valve on. Alright, so I got the gas turned on. Pepper's going crazy over there. Go to the OmniLogic app, come to pool, come down to fire bowls, water and features. Turn on the fire bowl. Now this thing should light up. I got power down there on my light. I purged it, so it should be good. I got ignition here, the glow plug just lit. And now it should fire up. There it goes, bam. All right, so we're good. This work is pretty basic. It's just like a control board on the furnace. You got your box right here, which is the brain, okay? So you get your supply in, supply out. This is basically your gas valve is all it is. And you have your pilot here, so your hot surface igniter. So once that lights, it proves flame. It'll come up. This will light, allow gas to come up into your pilot assembly. So once that lights, it's going to sense flame. Say, hey, okay, we got flame now. Bam. Then it's going to open up your outlet on the control box or your gas valve and allow flame to come into your main burner right here. Pretty much it. Nothing fancy. This is 12 volts. It's stepped down, but you could do this with a furnace, but like I said, you'd have to find a way to secure it without being exposed to the atmosphere. These things are pretty sealed, pretty well sealed, so you can. That's why they're made for outdoors, and I think that's why they're so pricey. One of the reasons why, and the other reason why is having the license to sell stuff that makes fire. It's pretty expensive. All right. There you go. If you do decide to put fire bowls or any features in your home, I recommend that you pipe the electrical, the plumbing to it. If you decide not to, pipe it so you have it. It's better to have it and not need it. So later on, if you want to put fire bowls or features, you have it. So I do recommend that you just plumb it. It doesn't cost you that much more to plumb it, so you have it and you can do it later on. But yeah, I think fire features are a cool thing to have in your backyard, and water features. So plumb the electrical, plumb the gas, and yeah, if you don't, it's better to have it there and not need it than need it and not have it. Because if you don't, then you're gonna have a problem running all your electrical, all your plumbing, and all your gas lines. All right, thanks for watching.